I didn't train to be a businessman, I didn't train to run an internet marketing business, which I am now. Therefore, there are a lot of things I simply don't know about, and I thought, why not go along to one of these things?
It was mainly client retention that we was trying to deal with. Clients coming back and getting to want to know the salon and want to return.
The main reason that we attended the Growth Club 90-day planning workshop was because we wanted to get structure and systems into our business, and it seems to have made a massive difference to that.
So our idea was to train her to be manager and take over so that we could sort of retire, cut down, so that we have a business and not a job.
Well, we've been already going for 20 years, so we were inheriting a lot of habits. It was not a bad business, not unsuccessful by any means, but we certainly were lacking a sort of focus and a direction, I would say.
The quality of the coaching was excellent. All three coaches that were there, Tim, Ken and Marco, very personable and very helpful, very, very good.
Fantastic. It was a really good, very fun day actually, and it confounded all expectations I may have had or preconceptions I may have had. The coaches were very good, very lively, very engaging, interesting people. The people attending were a broad selection of small business owners and professional services people, and the whole day was very high octane, a lot of adrenaline and a lot of interesting things going on, and it was thoroughly enjoyable.
I could pay a member of staff for 30 to 35 grand a year and not get what you get off Tim, to be honest, really could.
I was appalled by how little I actually knew about running my own business, and it just flagged up huge areas for me which I simply wasn't doing.
You got some good highlights of the kind of things that you need to do that you really never thought of.
It was reasonably simple, to be honest, because it's a pretty turnkey system.
So it actually got us over the fear of taking any steps in that particular economic climate, and we really quickly saw the impact of just the trial adjustments that we made in the business. Yeah, it was a really inspiring day.
But that's why you go, because it does highlight the areas in which you're not strong, and for me that was the best thing.
It was very enlightening. Very enlightening.
I would say the main benefit for me, not being a very organised person in the past, was actually to get the systems and schedules and be forced to put them in place. By having the plan and having the coach, it actually made me do it, and I'm seeing the benefits because it is making a difference to our business. So yeah, that's our main benefit, I would say.
It started a process of change, which then became less daunting and challenging. I think it's very hard to change anything without that kind of help, and support from a structure. And so giving it a structure and a real time scale means that it can become a reality.
That was really inspiring because it, particularly in a recession, rather than sending out just like cold advertising, it actually, we just took the decision to work with our client base that we had and to nurture and grow them, and it gave us so many ideas of how we could do that.
The coaches, and Tim particularly is very, very good, certainly with me. He does find my Achilles heel. But that, if you set up your own business, you've got to be open to criticism. It's all positive criticism, and it will help you going forward.
So you're getting the systems into place so that you can look at your quality of business life and personal life, so that you can take a back seat later in the future, hopefully. And it sounds sort of cliche, but sit on the beach while someone works for you as such. And that's the 5 ways we'll show you that it's achievable.
If you're Roger Federer, you still have a coach, even though you're the best tennis player in history. That coach will still be able to point out things you're not doing well.
Particularly the clarity that you get from small changes affecting a big result.
If you don't understand the 5 ways and how you get more out of your business, then you're not really going to be able to build your business very comprehensively.
But just doing a bit by bit and having those steps make a huge cumulative difference is extremely good.
It's absolutely vital, and probably forms for me the core of what Action Coach is all about.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So much what I found out about the 90 Day was things I simply hadn't thought about or didn't understand or didn't know about, and there were so many areas I needed to work on.
I would say that it's helped with our customer relationships at the moment. We used to be a little bit complacent and a little bit blasé maybe with our customers and just expect that they were going to order off us. But using the plan has actually made us become more personable with our customers, which has only helped to help grow our business.
We've grown by at least 30% at the moment in the last year. And I think it's important to emphasise that's without working harder. It was one of our clear aims after 20 years that actually we're not going to work any harder, and we already do, and it's about lifestyle and having fun. And I think it's a very important aspect of Action Coaching is to have fun on the actual workshops, but also to take that away and have fun at work.
We managed to implement 3 things and we saw an increase of about 10% in our sales almost immediately, just by slightly tweaking things.
If you think, yeah, I've done all of those, fantastic. You start putting yourself into a very different sphere where you're thinking about your business in a different way. You're not just thinking about the short term, you're thinking about the medium and the long term, and that is extremely beneficial.
Do it. Just do it.
In a very informal, very relaxed, pleasant setting at Solomon's, it'll give you a chance to analyse your business and for you to look at your own business, but maybe through the eyes of someone else. And really, it's extremely cost effective, and it may well prove to be one of the best days you've spent out of your business that you ever had.
It's worth every penny. It's worth more than every penny, to be honest. It's a day that you'll enjoy as long as you enjoy challenging yourself. And if you want your business to succeed, it's worth the work. It is a hard day, but a good day.
I would say you should do it immediately, because it's a very small amount of investment in time and money for a big result.
It grew our customer base really rapidly and generated enough income and profit to actually implement some larger changes.